Success is not merely a matter of luck or circumstance. It is the product of a powerful mindset, a mindset that is forged through focused thought, persistent effort, and unwavering belief. In this moment, you stand at the threshold of greatness with the key to unlock your highest potential already within you. But let me ask you this. Do you truly understand the power of your own mind? Do you comprehend the untapped resources you hold in the form of thoughts, ideas, and determination? In the coming moments, we will explore the precise steps to develop your mindset for success. These steps are not the vague ideals of wishful thinkers, but the concrete principles that have transformed ordinary men and women into giants of achievement. By adopting these principles, you will begin to master the art of thinking in a way that brings you closer to your goals, reshapes your limitations, and ultimately allows you to command your success with certainty and clarity. Remember, as Napoleon Hill so eloquently stated, what the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. Let's embark on this journey together, and let's unlock the full power of your mindset for success. The power of positive thinking is one of the most fundamental principles in the pursuit of success. It's not just about thinking happy thoughts or wearing a smile while facing adversity. It's about cultivating a mindset that consistently sees opportunities where others see obstacles. Positive thinking is a deliberate choice to focus on solutions, to overcome setbacks, and to believe in your ability to create the future you desire. It's not a passive state, but an active force that shapes your decisions, actions, and outcomes. At its core, positive thinking involves training your mind to perceive the world with optimism, regardless of external circumstances. It's easy to fall into a pattern of negativity when faced with challenges, but the ability to shift your thinking and see possibilities in every difficulty is a hallmark of those who achieve great things. When you adopt a positive mindset, you begin to shift your focus from the barriers that stand in your way to the ways you can break through them. The more you practice this way of thinking, the more it becomes second nature. And eventually, you begin to notice opportunities where others would see nothing but failure. The power of positive thinking isn't just about maintaining a cheerful outlook. It's about conditioning your mind to be solution-oriented and to recognize your potential. When you focus on positive outcomes, you're more likely to take the necessary steps to reach them. You start to believe that success is not just possible, but inevitable. This belief fuels the motivation to persist when things get tough, to keep moving forward even when the road seems long and difficult. Positive thinking also plays a crucial role in developing resilience. Life is full of setbacks and disappointments, but those with a positive mindset understand that these challenges are not permanent. They are simply opportunities to grow stronger and smarter. Resilience doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from embracing them with a belief that you have the strength to overcome them. Positive thinking enables you to bounce back from failures, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones toward greater success. One of the most powerful aspects of positive thinking is its ability to impact your self-esteem. When you believe in your own abilities and maintain an optimistic outlook, you build confidence. This confidence creates a self-fulfilling cycle where positive thoughts lead to positive actions, which then produce positive results. The more success you experience, the stronger your belief in yourself becomes, and the more motivated you are to continue striving toward your goal. Confidence fueled by positive thinking becomes the driving force behind your progress. Moreover, positive thinking influences how you interact with others. When you approach life with an optimistic mindset, you exude energy and enthusiasm. People are naturally drawn to this kind of energy because it's uplifting, contagious, and inspiring. By cultivating a positive mindset, you can build stronger relationships, attract like-minded individuals, and create a network of support that helps propel you toward your success. Your thoughts shape not only your own reality, but also the reality of those around you. But positive thinking isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. It requires intention and discipline to consistently choose a positive outlook. Especially when life presents difficulties. It's easy to give in to negativity when things aren't going well, but it's during these times that the power of positive thinking is most needed. The ability to maintain a positive attitude, even in the face of adversity, sets the successful apart from those who give up when the going gets tough. In essence, positive thinking is not about ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to look beyond the challenges and focusing on what you can control. It's about trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way and believing that each challenge is simply a part of the journey toward achieving your goals. Positive thinking is the foundation of success because it empowers you to take action, persist through difficulties, and continue moving forward with confidence, clarity, and purpose. It shifts your mindset from a place of doubt and fear to one of hope and possibility, and this shift is the key to unlocking your potential. A definite chief aim, as Napoleon Hill emphasizes, is the cornerstone of any successful endeavor. It is not enough to simply wish for success or hope that things will fall into place. You must have a clear, unshakable purpose that guides your every action. A definite chief aim is more than a goal. It is a singular focus that serves as the blueprint for your life, the foundation upon which your decisions, thoughts, and efforts are built. It is your North Star, always guiding you even in moments of doubt or uncertainty. To develop a definite chief aim, you must first take the time to clearly define what you want to achieve. It's not enough to have vague aspirations like, I want to be successful or I want to make a lot of money. These are not concrete goals. They are simply desires that lack clarity and direction. A definite chief aim requires specificity. You must ask yourself, what exactly do I want to accomplish? Why do I want to achieve this? What steps must I take to reach it? The more detailed and clear your aim is, the more power it holds over your actions. Once you have defined your chief aim, it must become your obsession. It should be the first thing you think about when you wake up and the last thing you think about before you go to bed. Your mind must be consumed with this goal to the point that it influences every choice you make. This does not mean that you neglect other areas of your life or ignore your responsibilities. It simply means that your definite chief aim is the lens through which you view every situation and opportunity. When your purpose is this clear and focused, it drives your energy and effort in a consistent direction. Having a definite chief aim also helps you develop a strong sense of discipline. Discipline is not about forcing yourself to work hard for long hours. It's about consistently working toward your goal, even when you don't feel like it. It's about making small, deliberate steps each day that bring you closer to your desired outcome. The strength of your aim will give you the necessary resolve to persevere, especially in times when distractions and temptations arise. When you have a definite aim, the sacrifices become easier to make because you understand that they are temporary and necessary for the long-term achievement of your goal. A definite chief aim also fosters a sense of clarity. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get sidetracked by competing priorities, conflicting ideas, or the opinions of others. Without a clear aim, you may find yourself drifting from one project to the next, never fully committing to any one path. With a definite chief aim, however, you eliminate confusion and indecision. Every opportunity is measured against your central goal. Is this aligned with what I want to achieve? Does this move me closer to my definite aim? If the answer is no, you let it go. This clarity of purpose simplifies your decision-making process, helping you remain focused on what truly matters. Moreover, having a definite chief aim nurtures a deep sense of belief in your own abilities. It is through the pursuit of this aim that you begin to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. With each milestone you hit, with every challenge you overcome, your belief in your potential grows stronger. The more dedicated you are to your chief aim, the more your self-confidence rises, and this creates a powerful cycle of positive reinforcement. The belief in your own abilities becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, pushing you forward even when you encounter setbacks or face uncertainty. The idea of having a definite chief aim also intersects with the concept of focus. In the age of constant information and multitasking, it is easy to become distracted by the endless options available to us. However, those who achieve lasting success understand the importance of focus. They understand that only by directing all their energy and resources toward a single purpose can they achieve mastery and success. A definite chief aim demands this focus, forcing you to tune out the noise and concentrate on what is truly important. This singular focus sharpens your efforts, allowing you to make the most efficient use of your time, energy, and resources. Lastly, a definite chief aim gives you a sense of direction in times of adversity. Life is unpredictable and obstacles will inevitably arise. But when you have a clear, compelling purpose, it becomes easier to navigate challenges. Your aim provides the context for your struggles. It turns every setback into a lesson, every failure into an opportunity for growth. Knowing that your aim is greater than any temporary difficulty gives you the strength to persist, to continue moving forward with resilience and determination, no matter the obstacles in your path. The concept of the Mastermind Alliance is one of the most powerful principles in the pursuit of success. A mastermind alliance is not just a group of people working together. It is a harmonious collaboration of individuals who come together to share knowledge, support one another, and work toward a common goal. Napoleon Hill stresses that when two or more minds unite in a spirit of cooperation, their collective intelligence becomes greater than the sum of its individual parts. The mastermind is not just about pooling resources. It's about creating a synergistic environment where ideas are exchanged, inspiration is sparked, and challenges are met with collective wisdom. The power of a mastermind alliance lies in the diversity and complementary strengths of its members. Each individual brings their unique skills, experiences, and perspectives to the table. When these minds combine, they can approach problems from different angles and come up with creative solutions that would be impossible for one person to achieve alone. This collaboration fosters innovation as members inspire each other to think outside the box and push the boundaries of what's possible. The Mastermind Alliance becomes a breeding ground for new ideas, breakthroughs, and fresh approaches to achieving success. Additionally, a Mastermind Alliance provides accountability. It's easy to set goals and make plans on your own, but without external pressure, it can be difficult to stay committed to those goals. When you have a group of like-minded individuals who are invested in your success, you are much more likely to stay on track and follow through with your plan. The members of your Mastermind Alliance will hold you accountable, not out of criticism, but out of genuine support and concern for your progress. This accountability can push you to take action, stay disciplined, and continuously improve. Another crucial aspect of the Mastermind Alliance is the emotional and psychological support it provides. Success is rarely a linear path, and there will undoubtedly be times when you feel discouraged, overwhelmed, or uncertain. During these times, the support of a mastermind group can be invaluable. The members of the group understand your struggles because they too are striving for their own success. They can offer encouragement, share their own experiences of overcoming obstacles, and help you maintain a positive mindset. This emotional support can make all the difference when you face adversity, as it reminds you that you are not alone in your journey. Moreover, a Mastermind Alliance helps to expand your network and open doors to new opportunities. Each member of the group likely has their own network of contacts, and by joining forces, you gain access to a broader pool of resources, connections, and opportunities. This network expansion can lead to collaborations, partnerships, and introductions to individuals who can further your career or business. In the world of success, who you know is often just as important as what you know, and a mastermind group can provide you with the relationships necessary to advance. The Mastermind Alliance also nurtures the development of leadership skills. As you collaborate with others, you'll begin to hone your own ability to lead, inspire, and motivate. Whether you're the one leading the group or contributing as a member, the mastermind environment encourages you to step up, take responsibility, and offer value. It challenges you to communicate effectively, listen actively, and provide constructive feedback. Over time, these interactions refine your leadership qualities, making you better equipped to take charge of your own ventures and inspire others in the process. A key benefit of the Mastermind Alliance is the ability to learn from the experiences of others. Each member of the group brings their own expertise, and through shared knowledge, you can gain insights that might otherwise take years of trial and error to uncover. Whether it's advice on business strategy, personal growth, or overcoming specific challenges, the collective wisdom of the group can shorten your learning curve and help you avoid costly mistakes. This learning process is accelerated because you're engaging with individuals who have already walked the path you're on, or are navigating it alongside you. Lastly, the Mastermind Alliance fosters a sense of community and camaraderie. It's easy to feel isolated when pursuing success, especially if you're an entrepreneur or working toward ambitious personal goals. The Mastermind Group offers a sense of belonging, a group of people who share your aspirations, understand your challenges, and are committed to your success. This sense of community can create a powerful feeling of motivation and drive, as you recognize that you are part of something greater than yourself and that your success is interconnected with the success of those around you. In essence, a mastermind alliance is a partnership of minds working in unison toward a common objective, where collaboration, accountability, and support are key components. It's a network of individuals who challenge, inspire, and help each other reach new heights, making the journey toward success not only more achievable, but also more fulfilling. Faith and belief are the invisible forces that serve as the foundation of all achievement. They are not merely spiritual or religious concepts, but essential elements of a success-driven mindset. Without faith in oneself and belief in one's goal, no amount of strategy, planning, or hard work will bring lasting success. These qualities are the spark that ignites action, the fuel that sustains effort, and the shield that protects the mind against doubt and discouragement. When you believe with conviction that you are capable of achieving your goals, you activate the mental and emotional power necessary to bring those goals to life. The first and most important form of belief is self-belief. If you do not believe in your own abilities, it becomes impossible to convince others to believe in you. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is the quiet confidence that you have what it takes to learn, grow, and overcome. It's the inner voice that reminds you that setbacks are temporary, that challenges are opportunities for growth, and that you are capable of rising to meet any demand. This kind of belief creates a mental environment where success becomes not just possible, but inevitable, because you are constantly reinforcing your ability to adapt and persist. Faith operates at a deeper level. It is the unwavering trust in outcomes that are not yet visible. While belief often relies on evidence and reasoning, faith steps beyond the need for proof. It's the decision to commit wholeheartedly to a vision even when the path is unclear. Faith allows you to continue moving forward when logic and circumstances suggest you should stop. It gives you the strength to take bold action, to risk failure, and to keep going when success seems distant. Without faith, you hesitate. With it, you step forward with power and conviction. The human mind responds to belief in powerful ways. What you believe shapes how you interpret the world around you. If you believe that success is meant for you, your brain begins to look for ways to achieve it. You become more aware of opportunities, more open to learning, and more willing to take calculated risks. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions all align with your belief system. This alignment creates a flow of energy that moves you steadily in the direction of your goal. The stronger the belief, the more unstoppable the momentum. On the other hand, doubt and disbelief paralyze progress. When you allow uncertainty to dominate your mind, it disrupts your focus, weakens your resolve, and drains your energy. You begin to question your goals, hesitate to take action, and retreat in the face of obstacles. Doubt breeds fear, and fear limits potential. But belief counters doubt. It is the antidote to fear and the foundation of courage. With belief, fear becomes irrelevant because your focus is fixed on the outcome you know is possible. Faith and belief also influence how others perceive you. People are drawn to those who believe in themselves and their vision. Confidence is magnetic. When you speak with belief, act with conviction, and carry yourself with certainty, others feel it. They become more willing to support you, invest in your ideas, and follow your leadership. Your belief becomes contagious, and in many cases it becomes the reason others begin to believe as well. One of the most effective ways to strengthen belief is through repetition and affirmation. The mind accepts what it hears repeatedly. By consistently affirming your goals, visualizing your success, and speaking positively about your abilities, you condition your subconscious mind to accept your vision as reality. This mental conditioning builds unshakable belief over time. It becomes a habit to expect success, to look for the good in every situation, and to trust in your ability to overcome any challenge. Faith and belief are not passive concepts. They are active forces that require cultivation. You must guard your mind against negativity, surround yourself with positive influences, and take deliberate steps to reinforce your vision. You must choose to believe every single day, especially in moments of difficulty. Faith is not a feeling, it is a decision. It is the choice to trust the process, to remain focused on your goals, and to act as though success is already on its way. Belief is the beginning of everything. It is the mental blueprint from which all success is built. Without it, action is weak, purpose is blurred, and vision is lost. Persistence and consistency are the invisible engines behind every lasting achievement. They are the difference between those who merely start and those who finish, between those who wish and those who win. Many people begin the journey toward their goals with excitement and energy, but only a few have the strength to persist when the initial motivation fades. Persistence is the ability to keep going when progress is slow, when obstacles appear, and when results are not immediate. Consistency is the commitment to show up every single day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Together, these two traits form the backbone of success. Persistence begins with a decision. You must decide that you will not give up no matter what. This decision becomes your inner contract with yourself. It is not based on how you feel or what circumstances arise. It is rooted in your commitment to your vision. When you are persistent, you develop the mental toughness to push through failure, criticism, and discomfort. You stop looking for shortcuts and start embracing the process. Every challenge becomes a test of your resolve, and each time you choose to continue, your strength of character increases. Consistency, on the other hand, is about discipline. It's about creating habits that support your goals and sticking to them with unwavering dedication. Anyone can be consistent for a day or a week, but true transformation comes when you maintain your efforts over the long haul. Consistency doesn't always produce instant results, but over time it compounds into extraordinary outcomes. Small actions repeated daily become powerful habits. And these habits shape your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, who keeps promises to themselves, and who always shows up no matter what. One of the greatest misunderstandings about success is the belief that it happens quickly or easily. In reality, success is often the result of sustained, consistent effort applied over months and years. It's about grinding through the boring days, pushing through the discouraging moments, and staying focused when distractions come. The most successful individuals are not necessarily the most talented or the most intelligent. They are the ones who simply refuse to quit. They kept moving forward one step at a time until the results began to show. Persistence also strengthens your problem-solving ability. When you refuse to give up, you naturally begin to look for new ways to overcome obstacles. Your mind becomes more creative and resourceful because giving up is not an option. Instead of seeing a wall, you begin to see a challenge to be solved. Persistence turns setbacks into stepping stones. Every failure becomes a lesson, every mistake a teacher. The more you persist, the more skilled and prepared you become to handle future challenges. Consistency builds trust, not just with others, but with yourself. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you reinforce your belief in your own ability to succeed. This internal trust is crucial because it eliminates self-doubt. You no longer wonder if you'll make it. You know you will, because your consistent actions prove it. Others also begin to trust you more when they see that your words match your behavior. Opportunities often come to those who are known for their reliability and work ethic, and consistency is the foundation of that reputation. Persistence and consistency also help to manage emotions. When you are consistent in your habits, you don't rely on motivation to drive action. Motivation comes and goes, but consistent action builds momentum. When you act consistently, even on days you don't feel inspired, you keep the wheel turning. This momentum becomes a powerful force that pulls you forward, even during difficult times. Persistence ensures that you don't stop when things get hard. Consistency ensures that you keep making progress, no matter how small. In the long run, it is not the dramatic, one-time efforts that determine your success. It is the quiet, repeated actions you take day after day. The willingness to persist, to stay the course, and to do what needs to be done even when no one is watching is what sets apart those who dream from those who achieve. Taking action is the bridge between desire and achievement. No matter how vivid your vision, how strong your belief, or how detailed your plans, nothing will happen until you take that first step. Action is the force that converts thought into reality. Many people get trapped in the cycle of overthinking, planning endlessly, and waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is, there is no perfect time, only now. Success belongs to those who are willing to act, who understand that imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. When you take action, you move energy. You activate momentum, and momentum creates opportunities. Even if the action you take isn't flawless, it creates feedback. That feedback helps you refine your approach, improve your strategy, and make smarter decisions in the future. Action breeds clarity. You learn more by doing than by simply thinking or researching. Ideas that exist only in your mind are powerless. But once you begin to execute, those ideas gain weight. They become tangible, measurable, and adaptable. The journey toward success only begins when thought meets motion. Taking action also builds confidence. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each task completed, no matter how small, adds to your internal sense of accomplishment. Confidence is not something you wait to feel before you act. It's something you build through action. By moving forward, despite fear, doubt, or uncertainty, you develop courage. This courage compounds over time, making you bolder, more decisive, and more resilient. People who consistently take action, even when they're uncertain, become unstoppable because they train themselves to keep going, regardless of the circumstances. Another key element of action is speed. While patience is important in the long-term pursuit of success, there's tremendous power in acting quickly on ideas and opportunities. Many dreams are lost not because the individual lacked talent, but because they waited too long to begin. Procrastination kills potential. The longer you wait, the more your mind fills with reasons not to do it. Taking immediate action disrupts doubt. It sends a signal to your brain that you are serious, and it opens the door for momentum to build. Success is often about timing, and those who act quickly are the ones who seize opportunities before they disappear. Taking action also creates a sense of responsibility. When you move from planning to doing, you begin to take ownership of your journey. You stop blaming circumstances, other people, or external factors. You realize that your future is shaped by your choices and your willingness to act on them. This mindset shift is crucial because it transforms you from a passive observer of life into an active creator. You become solution-oriented, focused on what you can do rather than what's outside your control. This empowerment strengthens your will and drives you to keep pushing forward. Furthermore, consistent action helps you overcome fear. Fear often thrives in inaction. When you're idle, fear grows stronger. It feeds on uncertainty and thrives in hesitation. But when you take action, even small steps, you shrink the power fear has over you. You replace paralysis with progress. You begin to see that the obstacles you feared were not as big as they seemed, and that most limitations exist only in the mind. Every action you take becomes a declaration that fear will not dictate your future. Action is also the great equalizer. You may not have all the resources, the connections, or the experience, but you can always take action. It is the one thing fully within your control. While others are talking, planning, or waiting, you can be building, learning, and growing. The world rewards results, and results come from action. When you take massive, focused action toward your goals, you send a message to yourself and the world that you are committed. That level of commitment attracts opportunities, resources, and people who can help accelerate your journey. Taking action aligns you with your purpose. It's how you demonstrate your seriousness about your vision. It's how you transform intention into impact. Each step forward, no matter how uncertain or difficult, brings you closer to your goal. Success is not found in theory, it's earned through doing. Now that we've walked through the foundational pillars of a success-driven mindset, clarity of purpose, burning desire, the mastermind principle, unwavering belief, relentless persistence, and the power of action, understand this: success is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It does not belong to the lucky or the privileged. It belongs to those who are willing to think intentionally, believe unshakably, and act courageously. The path to greatness is built not in grand leaps, but in daily disciplines. You have within you the power to design a life of meaning, achievement, and purpose. The only thing standing between you and the life you envision is the decision to begin and the commitment to never stop